I've been to Bimini. Majority of the team had not. They loved it. Very relaxing, quiet. They got a dose of the yacht life. People, drive their yachts up there. It was beautiful. The team, I thought, focused. Two different styles. George Mason in the first game made us look bad in the fourth quarter. I thought they, as we say in the locker room, they punked us. What do you mean by that? They wanted to win a quarter. They wanted to not just throw in the towel, and learned a lot in that fourth quarter. And then UAB, preparing for them, they had made 14 threes the game before we played them, and that's what they do. They shoot a lot of threes. And I thought we handled it pretty good, actually. I thought Angel Reese shows her ability every time we get on the floor. She can do things as a post player that guards do. The Euro step, running the floor. She's a rebounding machine. But yet I thought younger players played with a sense of composure, excitement. I thought Flage, I thought Jasmine, I thought Samaya, the three that, get the majority of the minutes. Two of them are freshmen and one of them, Jasmine is a senior. But those kids are really focusing. They're really trying not to be a liability in any way on the floor.
Do you like playing state teams? And I see you've got a trip to Tulane. You inherited that, right? A road trip. You're not big on going on the road in state, are you? Or
Jock, I have a memory like an elephant. You asked me that after the ULL game last year. You set me up. Yes and no is the answer, depending on who it is, the time of year, what kind of team I have. I think that it's okay to play in-state schools. I prefer to play all of them in the PMAC. Bring them all to the PMAC. I think going to someone else's court can be productive and beneficial to that team, but also to your team. So many things go through your mind, and the first thing that would go through my mind is, if we get beat there, is it going to hurt us in recruiting? I think all coaches think that. They don't want to say that. But I think along all those lines, but yet a part of me says you came back to this state to help women's basketball, to help everybody. So going to schools is also beneficial. It's a deep thought process. I said other than recruiting, scheduling is the second hardest thing to do. And a lot goes into that thinking. So no, I'm not going to say we don't play in-state schools. We could. It just depends. The situation has to be good. We have Southeastern this week. We have Tulane. We went to ULL. I know your next question will be, will you ever play Louisiana Tech, your alma mater? I would love to play them in Bossier. Why? I thought it was great atmosphere when the men at LSU and Tech played there last year. And also, I can say it now because recruiting signing day is over. That's where Michaela Williams is from. So I would love to play Tech there in Bossier. I think it would be beneficial for both programs.
Coach, just Flage's offensive game and how aggressive she is. Just how have you seen her continue to get more comfortable in how she continues the game?
Flage, I'm not surprised at her talent level. What does surprise me is she really is hard on herself and wants to be perfect. And she is learning after a missed shot or a missed free throw. You don't change your facial expressions. You keep that poker face. This game moves fast, and she's learning that. But I would certainly rather be teaching a kid that cares than one that doesn't care. Her production, pretty darn good. If you look at the people on our team that are older and the scoring ability that we have at each position, she's holding her own. She is a big guard. She's pretty tall out there, and she wants to get in there and bang with the big ones and get some rebounds. And real impressed with her to this point.
just kind of a follow-up to the tech about Louisiana, the question about Louisiana Tech. Would that be strange? Is it? I'm not sure if you've ever like coached against an alma mater type situation. Would that be weird?
I can tell you, I'm never going back to the Assembly Center and coach in that arena. It's too many emotions involved. We opened that arena. I was 130 and 136 and 4. I don't know what our record was those 4 years. I don't want to go in that Assembly Center coaching another team. I think it would be way too emotional. I'll go back there anytime for Leon Barmore statue or to do something for the program, but to coach in that arena, I don't think I will ever do that. That's probably a pretty good fact. I don't think you'll ever see me change my mind on that.
Are you, has the offensive production or the Eagles' ability to score so much, has it surprised you at all so far this year? Did you anticipate this being such a good offensive team? And where are the areas maybe that you're like, I'm sure there's always something you're looking forward to improve?
Well, let me not apologize for the non-conference schedule, but let me be real. Nobody in this room knew we would have the transfers and the talent that we have. That happens late. The schedule happens early. So that can attribute to a lot of the scoring. But I kind of don't look at the score. I look at that kid's just a little bit better offensively than I maybe thought she would be. That kid may be just a little bit better rebounding the ball. I do have some surprises right now. But in my mind, I sit back and go, let's wait till a big-time player guards them. And then I can answer that more fairly. So surprised to this point based upon who we're playing, maybe a little bit, but I'm really going to judge that when we play against teams that are going to guard us tougher and more talented.
Any more questions? Kim, I think it was against UAB. Angel has a double-double. Flage has a double-double. Jasmine has a double-double. Are you at a point where you feel like offensively as well as crashing the boards, you have the number of options that you would like?
I told the team after that game, almost 40 years of coaching, I've had numerous kids in a game have double-doubles. But I don't know if I've had 3 that had double-doubles in rebounding and scoring. I would have to dig deep to find that. I might have them in assist and scoring, rebounding and scoring, but to have them in those 2 categories, I just can't remember that. What made that so special is 2 of the 3 are perimeter players, and they were challenged in the scouting report that because UAB shoots a lot of threes, the majority of the rebounds are coming long, and you have got to get those long rebounds. And they took it to heart. Jasmine is not just a physical person. She's going to shoot the 3, and she's going to get loose balls and things like that. But I think she really, really wants to play and have a good senior year, and she went up and got a lot of those rebounds. Flage has a bigger body and can bang in there a little bit more, but I was impressed. I told them for the 3 of you to do that was impressive.
So was there any fun gambling and trips to the casino, or what was the final verdict on that when you went over there?
I, believe it or not, did not sit at one table, okay? I like Bimini because it's quiet, it's peaceful. You can just watch yachts come in there and dock and just, watch the lifestyle of the rich and famous. And actually, the one time I was close to the casino, this kid comes up, not a kid, and he says, "Go Tigers." And he stood there and he talked to me, and he is do you call them drivers or what are they, captains on a yacht? The boy's from Marpaw, and he's an LSU graduate. And I said, "And you live where now?" "Oh, Fort Lauderdale. I bring so-and-so over here. It's a 2.5-hour trip on the water." And I said, "And you grew up in Marpaw?" He said, "Yeah, my folks, my brother is at LSU now. My folks are here in Fort Lauderdale with me, and I said, how long did it take you to get your license? And he told me 8 weeks. And it was fun talking to him. And just, he just talked LSU, loves LSU. Eating over there is, as it is here, you find good things to eat. The kids all gambled. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but they're 18 years of age, and over there it's 18 years of age, so it was cute. They told me after we won the second game, they closed the place down, and I said, is that right? Well, Coach, you got to know it flooded. Somebody kicked a urinal and busted it, so they shut the casino down on them. I said, well, I wonder how much money that guy lost. So, it was a fun trip. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah. Looking back at the UAB game, obviously first team break 60 on y'all. They had 23 free throws. Just what you see defensively in that game and how it played out?
See, I like you. You study things that bother me. 60 points. When I walked in that locker room afterwards, and I congratulated them, but I said, guys, let's think the game. What would be the first thing Coach would say as a negative from this game? And they didn't know. And they know our goal board. They know how many we want people to score and not score. The 60 was too many. It was too much. And I talked to them about that. I talked to them about the free throw line. That's too many points. I don't care who you play. That's too many points. Anything else? No. Remember, I told you she's graduating. She's done. She's graduating. Is it December the 11th? Yeah, she's graduating. And I don't know if Ryan, I haven't discussed it with her. I just said if you decide, you're going to try to get a waiver and get another year, just let compliance know. But she didn't indicate if she was or wasn't. But this day and age, you can get waivers, so it wouldn't surprise me if she did. And Tamia is in the portal. I talk to her often and talk to coaches that call me about her. Don't know where she's going to go yet. So, you good? Y'all saw the SEC ACC challenge? Y'all saw that this morning? No, they decide that. I guess the women's administrators in each of the conferences will decide that. It used to be the SEC Big 12, and then now it'll be the ACC and the SEC. All right. You quiet ones? Y'all good up there? Y'all just waiting for Brian Kelly? Huh?
We're waiting for Brian Kelly. We asked you about them, if they could upset Alabama.
Well, let me tell you about that.
Now they got a pretty formidable challenge to try to upset Georgia.
That was the worst thing about Bimini. So I'm back at the hotel. I'm ready to go. I'm watching ESPN, and bam, they put on E60 Joe Paterno stuff. I couldn't even watch the game. I said, you got to be kidding me. This is a national I ran to the casino, some deal they have with the casinos, and we didn't get to watch the game. So we had to pull up the computer to watch the game. So,
I was going to say you had to watch cricket.
No, well, they do soccer a lot over there. But I didn't get to watch the game, but I was keeping up with it. So what was your question, Scott?
My question was, all these early season tournaments, and I think the Indiana coach was like, they played in a ballroom in Las Vegas in a tournament. There was no stands. You guys, it looked like y'all were playing in like a high school gymnasium.
It was a little.
Is it worth it to have these tournaments for the exposure, or does there need to be a little work to do to make it more fan friendly?
Well, I don't think a lot of the trips are made for exposure. I think it's to say we went to Hawaii, or we went to Bimini, or we went to Cancun, or we went to those places. And you can't just create facilities at some of those places. So you got to take what's available, but you know that going in. Like the Phil Knight thing, that's new, and a lot of teams are being invited to that now. But you know going in where you're going to play, and I think I've even played in places in Mexico right after hurricanes that were like a ballroom. Dark, you can't see very good, but you're going because you want to go to those areas. Because it helps in recruiting. Coach, where are you going the next 4 years? So are y'all going to play here? Are you going to go here? You're going to do, kids want to know that. Okay, did y'all go to A&M? Did y'all go to College Station? Just two of you? Had to work? All right. Was it sold out? 3/4. Yeah. Was the weather bad? Yeah. Yeah. And they're done, right? That was their bowl game, right?
Some 5 and 7 teams can get in because of their academic, but I don't think A&M's one of them.
Yeah.
There's not enough 6 and 6.
Right. Well, I didn't get to see it. I've read about it and kept up with it through the computer, but it's amazing what we've done, right? SEC West champs, right? You're playing in the SEC championship. That's just a little bump in the road. Y'all have a good day, all right? Be good.